everyone, Comic Reviewer here, this time reviewing on the Blair Witch Project. Now, as you know, the Blair Witch Project is a 1999 American supernatural horror film that was written, directed, and edited by Daniel Myrick and Edward Groh and that. And the premise of the film is meant to take place in October 1994 by 3 film students. Heather, who kind of is the kind of female character kind of thrown in to kind of be the one to, do the documentary. Also, you have Mike, who is kind of the kind of friend who's there. And you've got Josh, who is just the shaggy version of a character. And the premise of them is meant to travel to Burkittsville, Maryland, about interviewing the locals about the legends of the Blair Witch. And at first, it starts off all fine, happy-go-lucky, like most found footage films. And when they find out more and more about the kind of supernatural stories and that, this causes the 3 to hike to Coffin Rock to find the location of where a certain murder happened. And throughout the film, we do see how it starts off fine, but as soon as they get lost, as soon as they lose the map, as soon as they go at each other's throats, is when the film really takes it off. Because you have Mike starting to become a bit more delusioned, you got Josh kind of calling out on everyone, Heather being defensive, and this is realistic thing, because sometimes when something goes wrong, people will be at each other's throats. And we do see how the gang sort of start to see some supernaturals, like a Blair Witch sort of thing in the woods, kind of got them waking up to find rocks near their tent, which is kind of a bit disturbing. And throughout the movie, we just see how they get lost, lose touch of civilization, and how they become more and more at each other's throats and turning against each other. And I would say that if you were someone who got lost in the woods or kind of got stranded or something, then this is kind of a realistic thing. And what's actually interesting is throughout it there had been books about the Blair Witch Project, comic books, video games, documentaries, and parodies, one of which was the Bogus Witch Project and the Tony Blair Witch Project, and the Halloween television special that I reviewed, the Scooby-Doo Project, which that one did at least try to be a bit more lighter. And yeah, there were 2 other sequels, one of which was Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2, which was later sort of made as a film within a film. And there was The Blair Witch, which was a 2016 film that was trying to continue the franchise after the first film. And what's actually interesting, the people who are Heather, Mike, and Josh are actually real-life actors in real life. And what's actually interesting, the actor who plays Josh is the same actor who's married to the actress who played Cornflower in season 1 of Redwall. And I would say that if you were basically that kid who was looking through their parents' DVDs and saw the Blair Witch Project in their stash, then yeah, it was kind of that film you would see in any of your parents' film stash. And I would say what the movie does well at is, unlike Paranormal Activity that started to go silly, unlike Cloverfield that just kind of had aliens mixed with paranormal, This one is the realistic one. It's like when you go camping, exploring the great unknown, that there are some things that should be left untouched. So I think the movie deserves a thumbs up. Still good and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.